Welcome to Urban Threads Podcast. I'm your host, Vinny Brown, and as the NBA season approaches a halfway point, let's take a look at some winners and losers so far during the season. First up, Houston Rockets. From NBA purgatory to playoff potential, the Rockets pulled off a turnaround magic trick. Thanks to Ime Udoka's coaching wizardry, Houston's defensive game has skyrocketed from 29th to 5th. The roster tweaks, including defensive ace Dillion Brooks, who was brought in for the much-needed experience, is rounding out the team. Ime Udoka's secret? Unleashing the young guns like Alpern Sengun, Jabari Smith Jr., and Tari Eason. Those young boys are shining bright. The play-in looks like a lock, and Houston might just secure a playoff spot. With all the stellar young core and draft picks coming up, and Sengun as a superstar, the Rockets are shooting for the stars right now. Number 2, Giants, or aliens. How about giant aliens dominating the NBA rookie scene? Chet, Holmgren, Victor Wembanyama are rewriting the playbook. Standing at 7 feet tall, they flaunt guard skills that redefine the game. The Rookie of the Year race is a nail-biter right now, with Holmgren surprising everybody by leading the way. But hold on, because Victor Wembanyama, he's not backing down. He's going to be here for a while. And these two aren't just rookies, they're franchise cornerstones. And Holmgren in particular, he's already transformed the Thunder into contenders overnight. And also, shout out to Derek Lively. He's a top 5 rookie holding it down as a Mavericks center. The Mavs' big man skills, his scouting skills might be questionable, but Derek Lively is the real deal. He is the best center for Dallas since Tyson Chandler's championship days in 2011. Up next, my team, my New York Knicks, baby. Don't fall for the Knicks for clicks hype, people. There is substance beneath the surface. President of Basketball Operations Leon Rose has turned the Knicks from poverty to contenders with savvy moves since 2020. Enter Jalen Brunson, the franchise's best free agent signing, and Julius Randle's All-NBA rise, and also the recent acquisition of OG Anunoby. That trade added more firepower. The Knicks are on the brink of a championship, but they just need a backup playmaker with some skills, and with some draft picks and some assets, we might be ready to make a superstar move if we need it. Because this squad right now, we're getting back to the gritty 90s culture, and after 2 decades that I've been watching, trade talks are on pause right now. Up next, James Harden. Brian Damaris, a name all Mavs fans recognize, went from obscurity to viral fame with a November rant on James Harden. Back then, Harden's Clippers, they were struggling. They were ranked 27th in offense and 25th in defense, and Damaris called them out. And ever since then, they've won 12 of their last 14 games, propelling them to 4th place in the West. Now, James Harden's scoring might not be what it used to be, but his impact extends beyond the points, and the league is taking notice as the Clippers are climbing the ranks, proving sometimes a passionate rant can ignite change. Now, in the NBA's tale of 2 extremes, here's the bad. Meet the Washington Wizards, where Jordan Poole embodies their struggles nightly. Poole's offensive woes, they mirror the team's meager 6 wins this season. His recent scores of 10, 2, 8, 13, and 5 points, they just paint a grim picture. And to add insult to injury, of the 520 players this season, Jordan Poole sits at the bottom of the plus-minus metric with a staggering minus 342. It's a harsh reality making one wonder if he regrets leaving the Golden State Warriors for the glory of challenging the role of being the man in Washington. Tough times for the Wizards are ahead indeed. Also, not going to forget the Chicago Bulls. The Chicago Bulls' attempt to buy their way into contention has hit a major roadblock. Trading away young talent for some aging rosters, spots, and hasn't really paid off. They're currently 10th in the East. The Bulls, they're eyeing partial rebuild. Vucevic's acquisition cost them picks. And once a promising, Wendell Carter Jr., he's just a traffic cone now. That he's just sitting there. And at 33, Zach LaVine, his trade value is an absence. DeMar DeRozan, a lone valuable piece. And despite the star-studded lineup the Bulls made the playoffs only once. Now, they are stuck in the underwhelming ceiling with no young stars and overpaid veterans. And to top it off, Coach Billy Donovan's playoff record doesn't really hold confidence. So again, Chicago is going to be some tough times in the Windy City. Just saying. And no jokes, but just well wishes for Bradley Beal and speedy recovery here. His absence due to a sore back has been tough. The Suns, however, made a significant gamble by acquiring Beal and trading away a hefty package, including Chris Paul and draft picks. And while Beal could be the perfect third option for Phoenix championship pieces, his injury, his history, and his recent setbacks are concerning. If he can stay on the court, though, for at least 60% of the Suns' games, especially in the playoffs, I'm sure they have a shot at reaching at least the playoffs or reaching the Eastern Conference Finals for the West. But that is a massive if. This has been my time. This is Vinny Brown. Winners and losers thus far the NBA season at the halfway point. This is Urban Threads Podcast. Till next time. Peace.